If I have to stay up for 15 hours, I'm hitting the coffees hard.
And I always live in hope that I will get upgraded, which hasn't happened yet.
Hey, I'm Nat and I'm from Sydney, Australia.
I'm Kelly, I love to travel, and we are going to show you how to do a long haul flight like an Aussie. When I'm traveling, in my handbag, I just like to keep all of my go-to essentials, all the little things I need to have on me at any time. So first of all, I keep a lint roller because I have cats and I don't want to look grubby on a plane. A charging cable, I use a multi one, my portable charger, and of course my phone. And I keep a pair of small headphones on me. Passport, of course, my wallet for, just money and things like that. I try and bring a keep cup, just if I'm buying a coffee or having a hot drink, I have it on me.
Okay, so first up, all my important stuff goes into my personal bag. The first thing that happens when you get dehydrated is that your lips go all crackly. I have to have lip balm with me all the time. I've also got my book, my wallet because I'm paying for stuff, my passport. I have my iPhone headphones with me. Got my phone charger, obviously. So I've got my phone with me in my personal bag. Water bottle to keep really hydrated. So I don't think people realize that the clothes that you put on really gets you into a state of mind for what you're doing. So when I get onto a plane, usually when I'm leaving Australia, it's wintertime. So I'm kind of in some warm stuff, but I'm in layers, right? Because I'm usually going to summer where it's gonna be 40 degrees and I'm gonna sweat as soon as I step off the plane. So what I tend to do is basically wear something that I'm wearing today, where I'll have a singlet, I'll have some comfy long baggy pants, and I'll have a big throw or kimono type thing, because this also doubles as a little blanket when I'm on the flight. I also take a change of socks and undies, which I'll change into usually during my first stopover. So I'll usually take a pair of tights and a hoodie. So I'll change out of my pants and out of my shawl and put on my tights and my hoodie. And I feel that really helps you get into the state of mind of, okay, it's sleep time now.
So when I'm traveling, obviously I like to be comfy when I'm on the plane, but I always pack an extra set of clothing as well, just because you never know if your bag is gonna get lost or if something's gonna go missing. So this way I always have something that I can change into at a moment's notice. In my carry-on bag, I bring a lightweight jacket with me, just because you never know what climate you're gonna be in or where you're going to end up. It's always just good to have it in case. So planes are basically a really dehydrating place. I feel like I've walked off planes before feeling like I've been mummified, like my skin is fully dried out. So some of the things that I bring on board with me for skincare are things like a cleanser, a rose water spray, hydrating serum, an eye cream, a moisturizer. I bring nasal spray on board just to help stop my nose from feeling so dried out on the plane. Because planes are pretty dirty, I always carry hand sanitizer. I also like to bring on with me something like a hydrating mask that I can just pop on it multiple times throughout the flight. And normally if I'm flying, you have a lot of spare time to kill, so I will do my skincare routine a few times.
When I get on a plane, I don't wear any makeup because I feel like your skin is going through a lot on the airplane, so you don't want to be adding any other irritants or anything to clog it up. The only bit of makeup that I'll take with me on the plane is some translucent powder and a brush, and that's just in case my skin gets really oily and I just kind of want to freshen up. I'll put a bit of that on there. So I take a small toiletries bag with me on the flight. The most important things in there are my toothbrush and toothpaste. Before I go to sleep, I'll do my normal skincare routines. So with my skincare routine, I've got a cleanser, an oil serum, and a moisturizer. But instead of bringing my full big products with me, in case your bottles are over 100 mils, I usually just scab the empty shampoo and conditioner bottles from hotels, just give them a wash and chuck some of your stuff in there. This is how I sleep on the plane and avoid jet lag. I try to time my sleep schedule on long haul flights depending on what the time is at the destination that I'm going to, because then my body's already operating on their time zone. So basically, if I'm leaving Sydney at night and I'm landing in my destination, usually in Croatia, early in the morning, I basically want to try to get a full night's sleep just before I get off the plane, so I'm ready to go as soon as I get off. But if I'm arriving somewhere and it's pretty late at night, I'll try to sleep earlier and then stay up as if I've had a day while I'm in transit, so then I can fall asleep straight away.
So sleep is actually a really big part of flying for me. I actually don't like flying that much. It makes me a bit anxious, so I would prefer to be mostly unconscious. So to make sure that I can actually get plenty of sleep on a flight, I bring a little kind of silky eye mask on board just to cover my eyes and block out all of the light. The way that I find it easiest to sleep on a flight is to take some kind of a sleeping tablet that I get from the pharmacy, and then I also tend to drink a wine or two just to kind of put me in a bit of a sleeping state. Ultimately, a lot of the things that you can do on board to make a long haul flight easier are really simple. It's about staying hydrated, trying to get some sleep instead of just watching movies the entire time, and being as cozy as possible and making sure that you're staying nice and comfortable but also hygienic.
But I feel like Australians have just embraced the fact that we have 24 hours to do sweet F all. So it's just a part of the journey, you know?